Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative, and this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, and I am going to be talking about Sinners for this week. I know it's been a while. It's been a week. I'm so glad to be back, and this week I am with...
James.
Yes, it is just us two tonight, and usually it's a full house, but that's okay. James, aren't you glad that you were able to come to the screening last night?
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching this movie. It was a lot of fun, and it's just overall a great movie.
It is a really good movie, even though you passed out at some points. I mean, it is a really long movie.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, like, you have to... I don't know if... I hate to say this, but I don't think you fell asleep in a really important story part.
Mm-hmm.
Because you fell asleep more so during the more impactful... The reason why I say, quotes, impactful is because... Like, it's really cool if you see it.
Yeah.
But you're not going to not understand the story if you miss it.
Right.
So, you did take a pretty deep nap. I had to wake you up.
A good 20 minutes.
I think it was at least 40 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
You could be very right.
I don't even know. I just remember looking over and seeing you, Alex, and Quinn passed out for a little bit. But you were longer. Alex was more so awake. Quinn was half and half. And then you were gone.
When I'm out, I'm out.
You were gone. I'm not at all surprised. I wasn't mad. I just remember, oh crap, you ordered drinks. Where are the drinks at? Because I remember you ordered us. All of us got different types of drinks, and then we noticed that the food and drinks were dropped off like 20 minutes ago after waking you up.
Like,
so.
Oh.
We went up, or more so me, I went upstairs and I realized there was a huge bag of more than just drinks.
Snack.
It was snacks, drinks. I mean, this guy got a whole haul. It was just us four wanting drinks. This guy said, nah, I don't want just drinks. I want everything.
I ended up getting like grapes, a bunch of different types of candy, like 4 Gatorades, different pops.
A tea that I had, which was good for lunch today. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
One mistake was that the driver forgot my coffee.
The driver forgot your coffee.
So I grabbed myself a coffee because I wanted... So James offered, and there's this coffee that is specifically... It's a double shot Starbucks coffee. Which is usually more expensive, but you had a deal or something with it. So I took the offer and... It didn't deliver, so I just grabbed a coffee from what I usually have on the daily, and then I made James himself a coffee that he wanted. So it was really good.
Delicious coffee.
It was very delicious.
Yeah.
So for those who do not know, Sinners is trying to leave their troubled lives behind. Twin brothers return to their Mississippi hometown to start again, only to discover that an even greater evil is waiting to welcome them back. James, how would you rate this movie out of 10?
10 out of 10.
Really?
Like, I really enjoyed this movie.
How so?
The characters, the backstory, the music.
The music is wonderful.
Yeah, it's overall, I really like this movie.
Fair enough. I don't think I give any movie a 10 out of 10 because I feel like there's always room for improvement. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's true.
That's fair. That's fair.
I would say the reason why I would give it a 9 out of 10 is because of the fact when I first watched it, I didn't even realize it was a vampire movie until the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It just did not seem like a vampire movie. It just seemed more... So, in the depths of devil, I mean, that's pretty much what a vampire is, but, like,
yeah.
I felt like it was more, like, demonic creatures, rather, so.
Yeah.
And since it was vampires, it seemed like it was the very simplified version of vampires. It just didn't seem like there was many things going on with them. It just seemed like, oh, yeah, they're vampires. Right. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a lot of history behind it. That's a cool part of it. There's a lot of history. I don't even know how to describe it. There's a lot of history. I do have videos that will be on my WordPress page after tonight's show. So if you guys are interested, feel free to check that out. It will be on there around 1 a.m. Just whenever, if you are a post listener, because I upload these also on YouTube and Spotify, make sure you check it out.
See, one of the things I was really curious about was, why do their eyes glow like that?
So that's actually a creative choice.
Okay.
It's a creative choice. Might as well tell you that now, because you're going to miss it later. So it was a creative choice because the person that was behind of the like facial makeup and the special effects makeup wanted to do something different with the eyes.
Right.
And he followed this person that was already making these contacts that were reflective, because they were reflective eye contacts, aka, let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, so the vampire eye look was helped by contact lenses of a person named Christina Patterson. She's the one that was working at it, and she finally perfected it. And then that was inspiration from her, and he asked her to help along with that, and that's where it came from. Yeah. And it was perfect timing because that reflective eye thing is called a tapetum lucidum, which is the same effect that you see in deer's eyes, dog eyes, and cat eyes. Okay. So you know how whenever light flashes, it looks like it's like glowing? Yeah. That's the same effect that it is. Okay. That the contacts are and that you see in the movie.
Yeah. That's really cool.
It is really cool because I would say out of all the vampiric nature in this film, the eyes is probably the most creative part. I mean, the makeup is wonderful.
I agree.
It's wonderful. You don't expect it, especially when the first half of the movie is very... it's just going to be a coming-of-age film, like, set in the past, you know? Yeah. And it goes a whole another direction. The second half of the movie it's wonderful. I love it.
Exactly. I can't wait to watch this movie again.
Oh, feel free to do so. You can find it on many different platforms out there. I can't say it, but you can find it out there to watch it. I do recommend it. It's pretty good. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes, do you want to guess the percentage that people have given this movie?
See, on the better movies, Rotten Tomatoes typically gives them a worse rating, so I'm going to say something along the lines of like 45%.
Really?
Yeah.
You think they're that harsh?
Yes.
No.
No?
I feel like when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, because Rotten Tomatoes is more of an audience-controlled thing. Okay. So the percentage is 97%, by the way.
Great.
I don't know a movie that is at 100%, but that would be a off-air episode to just talk about all the 100% Rotten Tomatoes and all the 0%. Yeah. I feel like those would be fun episodes to talk about for sure. I'm going to have to write that down, honestly. But yeah, the reason is the description says, a rip-roaring, I can't speak my R's, a rip-roaring fusion of masterful visual storytelling and toe-tapping music. Writer-director Ryan Coogler's first original blockbuster reveals the full scope of his singular imagination. And I feel like another thing when it comes to this film's success is that it's an original story rather than just retelling a vampiric story. It takes many different stories in history in building one humongous story in one universe. Right. Because think about it. This is a huge movie. I mean, I don't even remember the size of the crew. It's hundreds. Yeah. It's let alone hundreds amount of people in the cast. Like, right. But it is really good of a movie.
And it's not just your typical drag and drop Dracula remake.
No, it's not just kill.
It's got so much more to it.
It's not just kill, kill, kill. It has its background information, and it's great. Also, when I was looking at other reviews and other people's deep dive on this, some of them did agree with me. It is a musical.
It's not a musical. I will.
Some say along with me, it is a musical.
I will stand on this hill, and a couple other people will stand on this hill with me. It is not a musical.
It is
the
a
music
musical,
does
man.
not progress the story.
It does, though.
It does not.
It does.
It's a wonderful addition, but I would say it does not progress the story.
It does progress the story.
Alrighty, it's okay.
I mean, there's a lot of musicals I could say easily cannot be musical because half the music is like, what the heck is this? What's the point of this? Because I love musicals dearly, don't get me wrong, but sometimes they're singing about like going on the toilet. It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
What's the point? Like,
there is none.
There is none. That's why I say this is a musical, because the music is important when it needs to be.
It's just a wonderful side piece and is not at all important to the story.
Okay. Don't believe me. Yes, yeah, it is.
Nope.
All right. Who's your favorite character?
Smoke.
Smoke, really?
Smoke is my favorite.
Basic vanilla answer over there.
Okay. You want my real answer? Sammy. Sammy is a survivor.
Honestly. I mean, so is Smoke.
Well, he ain't survived all that long.
Not much longer. Yeah.
Right.
I would have to say my favorite character is Slim.
Okay. I get that one. Slim was great. I loved Slim.
People were just dogging on my dude. Like, leave him alone.
He's just doing his thing. Let him be. Let him vibe.
Bro's been through heck and back.
And he just kept going through more.
He just kept going through more. Because in the videos I've watched, it goes like really deep in the history. Like, it talked about even the train names and that Slim was a worker of the trains in the past. Like, it was crazy deep dives into that. It was really interesting, but I didn't know how to talk about it other than just bring it up like that.
Slim is also a man of trains.
That's my
dude. That's my dude.
Bro says, I like trains.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore. All right, so I'm going to go into a little bit of what each character represents, because the movie is called Sinners, right? It is a musical. It is a musical.
No, she says it's not a musical.
It is a musical. Chloe, I will battle against you when it comes to this. I'll do more research to prove you that it is a musical. Either way, we're not going to battle over that right now. That'll be off.
All right.
Since it's called Sinners, I feel like we should go a little bit into the 7 sins. So, Smoke, do you want to take a guess out of the 7 sins Smoke is?
Pride.
Greed.
Okay.
Stack.
Lust.
Close. Wrath.
Okay.
So this is, don't get me wrong, this is just what I found last minute. So these are all can be up to interpretation on what people think of each character. Mm-hmm. So we'll dive into this and then we'll see what you think of each.
Yeah.
Stack is wrath.
Okay.
Do you want to take a guess on Mary? I know it's pretty hard.
Yeah, Mary's
the hardest one because I feel like she's the most, what's the word? Kind, but real people out of all of them. But she still sins. It's not like outright tells you what she did wrong, but it's shown. If you also pay attention to the dialogue, it helps.
Is that one lust?
No, it's envy.
Envy? Okay.
Grace. This one makes sense.
Okay, I don't remember Grace.
So Grace is the mother of the one kid that kept going back and forth between the stores at the beginning of the film. And she's the one that helped paint the logo for the juke.
Yeah.
I say it makes sense on what she is. Oh, and she's also the one that started the fight. She's
the final fight.
Yeah.
Come on in.
That, when I first saw that, when I first saw this in the movie theater, you should have saw me. I was like, no, why? Why would you? Oh my gosh. I feel like Sinners, like that scene alone in Sinners is probably the most reaction I've ever had in a film. Ever.
Fair.
Because I was like, oh no, this is going to be crazy. And I love it, but no. Grace's pride.
Grace's pride.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
She's very protective of her family.
That's true. That's true.
And when things aren't going her way, she'll make sure to let you know. Perline, aka Sammy's love interest in the movie.
I don't remember much about her.
She's the one that sings on stage as well. Lust.
That one's Lust. All right.
So out of all of them, goes into like later conversations, but it's okay if we repeat a little bit. Mary and Perline are the two that are breaking adultery. They're both married, and they...
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. And then Slim. Slim is very simple, but the word is harder to figure out. But it makes sense once I tell you.
Sloth?
Slim. I'm saying what is Slim out of the 7?
Yeah, it's a sloth.
No. Gluttony.
Gluttony? Okay.
Because he drinks a lot.
Fair.
Cornbread.
Sloth.
Yeah. I love Cornbread. I love his makeup. Cool. I love his makeup. I was so... It's a lot.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But out of all of those, which one did not make the most sense?
You said Stack was Wrath?
Yes.
I feel like that doesn't make... That one for me.
Who'd you say Wrath is?
I'd say Smoke would be Wrath.
And I feel like it'd be...
Yeah. Flip-flop.
Flip-flopped, yeah. I agree with you on that one. And the rest makes sense. The rest makes sense for that.
When she talked into it, I could see how each of them could be that, but Smoke and Stack...
You know what's funny? This is kind of embarrassing, and I'll admit to it. I thought Smoke and Stack were two different actors.
Oh, no. Michael B. Jordan.
I thought they were two different characters that just looked very similar. I was just like, okay.
That's fair.
Because, I'll be honest, I mean, technically, if you want to be very critical, because I did the research.
They are two different actors.
They're technically two different actors, but the voice lines in the face is Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
There was a stunt double in some scenes because they were not possible without a stunt double.
Right.
So, either else, it's just his head being facially recorded the whole time and put onto Stack.
Yeah.
What's your favorite scene in the movie?
I feel like we've talked about this.
I did yesterday, but I'd like to hear it again.
I'm trying to think because I don't remember right now anymore.
I mean, if it's a different one, that's fine.
Yeah. Let me think. I'm gonna have to say the ending.
The ending. Which part? The post-credit scene, or are you saying the end of the film before the post-credit?
I don't remember the post-credit.
The post-credit is when Stack comes back with Mary.
To see Sammy. Yeah, that part.
That part is like crazy. It just makes you think. Because when I first saw that, I'm like, okay, is this the real like life interpretation? It just threw me off so hard.
Yeah.
My favorite scene, it's like the most basic answer. Yes, I'll admit it, is the time where it's Sammy singing and it shows all the different ancestors of music of eras.
Yeah.
Favorite scene, it is such a long sequence, but it's so beautiful. It is really beautiful.
Is that where I fell asleep?
I think so. I don't remember. I just remember turning for 1 second and I was like, because everyone was dead quiet for a really long time and I didn't like pick up on it because I was in the zone of the movie. And I turned my head at one point and I just remember seeing you passed out.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you that scene during our upcoming break if you want to see it.
Yeah.
So good. Just that scene is so beautiful. It's all one. That whole scene is one take. It is like maybe like a 5-minute sequence. It's all one take.
Okay.
It is so beautiful. Either way, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah.
All right. Since I sent you out the character quiz What character did you get and give the description if it gave you the description for it?
Who do you think I got?
Either Cornbread or Slim.
I got Elias. Stack.
Yeah. Interesting.
You're the life of the party. Magnetic, wild, and impossible not to love.
So you're just a pimp.
I'm a pimp.
Because that's what Stack is a pimp.
Pretty much.
I watched... when I said I did research today, I did research. I think I did a lot. Like, it was all by accident, too, because it dove into each character's costume, like, which is awesome. I love that. But it's just a lot more than I wanted to go into. And I like it because it went into the deep on the costuming.
Yeah.
Smokestack's outfit is a lot more baggy and loose because he carries weapons.
Yeah.
Stack is very slim because he's the moneymaker. He's the pimp. Like, he settles the deals and everything.
Yeah. That's why Smoke was like to Sammy, watch his back.
Yeah.
Because,
Smoke is just overall a great character, though.
I love
He
Smoke
cares so much for Sammy. Stack may show it at first, but no. Smoke doesn't know how to show it, but he does care.
Yeah.
He does care. All right. What's the description? You said life of the party and what?
Life of the party. Magnetic, wild, and impossible not to love. Sure, you've got a bit of a flirtatious streak.
I mean, you died by, Mary, so...
Okay, maybe more than a bit, but your heart's never in the wrong place. At the end of the day, you'll drop everything for the people you call family.
Okay, fair enough.
I agree with half of that.
Okay.
The second half.
The second half?
Not the flirtatious.
What, you're not flirty? You're very flirty to my knowledge.
Okay, but that's with that one person. That's like
exactly.
Only with Chloe.
Exactly.
No one else.
Do you want to take a guess on who I got? You're never actually going to guess, by the way. I was shocked myself, too.
Did you get Mary?
No.
No.
No, I didn't get Mary.
Who'd you get?
I got Grace.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
The description for her is, you're the rock that holds your family together steady, selfless and stronger than most will ever know. Your quiet resilience is the glue that keeps everything from falling apart, and there's nothing you wouldn't do for the ones you love.
Okay. I like that.
I don't really see myself as a strong person or one that holds people together, but...
I see it.
I appreciate it, but I don't see it. I was very shocked because I took this test before I rewatched the movie, and I was like thinking, like, okay, is this Grace? Because the picture that gave me was a really rough picture of her. And I didn't want to look it up because I wanted to rewatch it again and relearn the characters and whatnot before, today.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to watch the movie, so I was like, oh, okay, I did guess right. Okay. Because that makes sense because I was like, there's not many times you hear them say their names, but it is said. So I was like, okay, I am right. I remember when it was said in the movie last night, I was like, I am right. I am her. Okay, cool. The only reason why I'm saying I am not like her is because the description makes her sound wonderful. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guarantee she is, but you don't really see that much side of her.
Right. Well, I mean, till the end when her child gets brought into it.
Yeah.
And it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that makes me sad every time. I'm just like, oh no.
Did we ever get, I don't know if I just forgot, but did we ever get any backstory to see if
what
the
happened
daughter
to her?
was fine in the end? No?
No. And we will never know.
Huh.
Because there's not going to be a sequel. The director made...
You know what?
Put his foot down, there's not going to be a sequel.
That's for the best. Honestly. It's an amazing movie. Trying to make a sequel of it would just... I mean... I don't feel like it'd go well.
It's one of those things, like... Sure, there's probably some questions that people want to know, but there's nothing into the protagonist that is unanswered. We already, like... If you want to deep dive it yourself, but there's no reason to make a second one.
Yeah.
All right. Would you like to go on a 10-minute break?
Sure, that'll work for me.
All right. We'll see you guys back on. Let's see what time it is. It is going to be 10:26. I'll see you guys back on at 10:36. I'll be going to the soundtrack of Sinners. I hope you guys don't sin tonight after listening to this soundtrack, but it is very wonderful, so I get it. All right. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. I'll see you guys back on in 10 minutes. WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. And this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. And we're going to be continuing to talk about Sinners. And I am with
James.
So, James, what did you think of that sequence that you finally watched since you fell asleep during that sequence?
I think it was pretty cool. There were some pretty freaky parts, like the character, the guy with the mask, and all the like tussles that were just flopping around. It was.
I mean, it's cool.
It was
it's
cool,
also
but
scary. Like I would not.
If I saw that
today,
in the middle of the night anywhere today,
yeah,
I'm gone. I'm booking it. 100-yard dash.
I am gone. Especially in Toledo.
Oh. Yeah, I'm out skis.
Gone. I'm also surprised. I guess the right time for that. I was like, okay, maybe it's a 5-minute sequence. It is a 5-minute and 15-second sequence. And to think about it, I don't know how close you were watching because you were on the phone. That whole thing was a one shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
The only time it didn't look like it was when it went to the side conversation with Slim and Sammy. Right. But like the actual dance floor and it goes through the different rooms and whatnot, that's all one shot.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah. You know how long it took them to do that?
How long?
2 to 3 months.
Huh.
Because they had to organize all of that.
True.
Do all the training, make sure they do it right. It took them 2 to 3 months to get it right.
Huh.
Yeah. Imagine being there for that.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
That'd be amazing, but also, are we done yet? Please.
Let me done.
Dude, I feel bad. I wonder, considering realistically, especially singing 2 to 3 months straight, I wonder if they pre-recorded Sammy's voice in a recording and all they had to do was move around. Because if they would have done every take he would sing, his voice would be shot.
Right.
His voice would be shot.
Fair. So
I feel like he probably lip-synced it at some parts, if not the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty... That would be more realistic.
Yeah.
If so. I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to say what's right or wrong, but I could see it being pre-recorded, considering it's not realistic to sing that many times and not have a dead voice.
Right. I would agree with you.
Because think about it. Oh, my voice cracked. Got to redo it. Oh, voice cracked. Like, you're not hitting the right note or something. Your voice is going to be shot. It's
absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah. I do have one question since I moved it and you said you're going to leave at the half or the middle point of the show, and then the rest would be me talking about myself.
Yes.
So I moved the question up, and the question was, have you ever experienced the paranormal before? And if so, what was it?
I personally have never had any experience with the paranormal that I know of.
Okay.
Like, I can't be like, oh, there was this time when a ghost... No, nothing like that. I've never done anything like with...
that you could not answer.
No, really.
No.
I haven't. Like, the only thing... You're going to get some James lore here. The only thing that I ever thought was, like, some really creepy event that happened to me that I did, like, my mind worked it out later on, like, 10 years later.
Yeah.
When I was, like, 4, or I think it might have been 3. I think it was, like, 3. It was late at night, and I was chilling in my, I was still in a crib back then. I was still in a crib. Cleveland Browns were crib. I remember that.
Okay.
But I turn over, and I see what I think is a witch hat walking around in my room. Because, like, there's one light on in the hallway, but it's very dim. I just see the shadowy silhouette of, like, a witch hat walking through my room. Well, long story short, I found out that was my dog walking through my room because she was a German Shepherd, and had the pointy ears. So she was like looking around. There was a empty apartment upstairs from where we lived, and there was like a raccoon or a possum scurrying around up there. So she was looking
following for
yeah.
That's
so
funny.
Me in my crib, like half days, was like,
what the heck is that?
Yeah, but no, it was just my dog.
That's funny.
So it nothing that hasn't been explained. I would like to try and go on like some ghost hunts or witching hours.
Same here. I'd love to, especially with Xander's new show.
Yeah,
I'd love to do that. I couldn't go last Friday because I had work until 4, and his stuff was from 3:30 to 4.
I didn't know he was doing.
I'll keep you updated.
Yeah,
I'll keep you updated. If I see anything, I'll let you know.
I'll have to get into contact with him next week.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I would say the closest to the paranormal I've gotten is when one of my exes was messing around with the Ouija board.
Nope, won't do it.
Yep, same here. Oh, I was peed off. Yeah. I was mad as all can be. I was, of course, there to see her and hang out with her. Walked in the room, I saw candles around the Ouija board and them sitting down. I opened I didn't even step in, and I shut the door immediately, and I said, I am not going in there until you guys are done. Yeah,
this is a conversation that Chloe and I have had. It's just like...
I will not touch one, and if you do, I hate to say this, but we're sadly done.
Yeah,
nope, I don't mess with it.
Nope.
I'm sorry, if you're dumb enough to touch it, you kind of deserve whatever comes to you.
I have nothing to prove that it's not a game, but...
It's no. There's too many proof that it opens. Nope.
Yeah. I'm just. I don't mess with that.
I won't mess with it either. I won't. No. But I remember because my ex lived with her grandparents at that time. Her and her mom lived with her grandparents, and I remember them asking me what's going on, and I had to explain it to them. Oh, they were pissed off too. I mean, they were as mad as I was. I mean,
shut down.
They almost kicked her out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I think they said if you were not of, or if she was of age, they would have kicked her out. But considering I was 16 and she was like 15, so.
Right.
Of course, not of age to live on your own yet.
Right.
Especially not appropriate in this world, because this world won't let you, no matter what age, to live on your own.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have to say that's the closest I had to bury the Ouija board. So that was fun. I had to go at least a mile away from the property and bury it into a cornfield.
Yeah.
Because you can't burn it. You can't destroy it. You got to bury it.
What is it, Jumanji?
No, it's proven because if you burn it, the spirits are released.
Oh, okay.
Whatever attached to that board will release. Exactly.
No.
And you never know, like, especially with these Ouija boards, you never know if it was touched before it was in, like, produce, or before it was produced. You never know, like, because spirits can attach to anything.
Right.
So you never know what could be attached to it.
Absolutely.
Especially a Ouija board.
Especially a Ouija board. No.
I would say another thing that was part of my life, but I don't know if it's really like my imagination playing with me, or especially with it happened a long time ago compared to now. I'm 21 years old, and this happened maybe before I was 10 years old. So who knows how much my brain manipulated this memory. But the only memory I remember having is I remember my cousin and my aunt and uncle, or my cousins, because it's my first cousin, second cousin. So they had to move out of their house because they had some spiritual stuff going on, and they had to have ghost investigators go in there and whatnot. I don't know how much of that is true. I just don't feel like bringing it up half of the time. I don't really question it because I feel like it. I feel like it's my brain messing with its memories.
Right.
But I'll have to have my cousin come on at one point and confirm it.
Yeah.
but who knows? All right, I got some news, especially with us being gone for a week and things happen in 2 weeks. Because last week, it was a week, and then a week later, now here we are. A lot of things happened. So Sinners returning to 70 millimeter IMAX theaters for Halloween. So that's a really cool thing that's happening with that. There's a new trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein.
Ooh.
And then Psycho Killer movie comes to theaters February 20th, 2026. It's not Psycho the movie, but the movie's called Psycho Killer. It's coming out on February 20th, 2026. Scream 7 comes out in theaters February 27th, 2026. It seems like a lot of movies are coming around my birthday, so I'm kind of excited about that. But I feel like out of those two, I seem more interested in Psycho Killer because I'm not a big fan of Scream. After the third one, I don't really care for it.
Fair. I kind of like the Scream series a lot.
I mean, it's good, but it's just kind of repetitive.
You're right.
I mean, it's like Friday 13th. I don't like them all. I like 1 through 6, and that's it.
Yeah.
Because there's only a story, and 1, 4, 5, and 6, and that's pretty much it.
Sure.
I mean, technically a 7th one, but it's a different person's story. But the same story, it's 1, 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
Or 1, technically 3 is leading up to another person's story. Like 1 is his mom, 3 is more into him, 4, 5, and 6 is about Tommy Jarvis.
Right.
So, yeah. Where we end up. Simpsons movie 2 is announced. That is in production. So
okay.
That's going to be interesting. I don't know where that's going to go. Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran gave speeches at Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco's wedding. I don't know if you heard about that.
I don't know who Benny Blanco is.
He's a music artist. He is the one that helped make a lot of early 2000s music. I'll have to show you some of his music to help visualize it. I'll show you during break.
Yeah.
The new Halloween game will also be released on September 8th, 2026.
Ooh.
We got a really long time.
Yeah.
But, hey, I'm excited for it. Avatar Fire and Ash trailer was released as well. So it's the third in the Avatar series.
I saw that when I went to see the Demon Slayer movie a few weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it look good?
It looks pretty good.
I would say the second one was really good. The first one's good, of course.
I still haven't seen the second one.
It's so... Oh, my gosh. If you think Sinners have roller coaster of emotions, the second one of Avatar, it's a lot more roller coasters because I think it's almost 3 hours long.
Oh, jeez.
Here, let me look up the runtime of Avatar 2. Avatar 2 movie.
California Girls.
It is 3 hours and 12 minutes. Avatar Way of Water is 3 hours and 12 minutes. The credits probably make it 2 hours and 50, so who knows.
Well, now I've got another movie to watch.
Say Fire and Ash is also 3 hours and 12 minutes.
Huh.
And then how long was the original first one? That was 2 hours and 42 minutes. So the shortest out of all three. The second one does feel long, but there is a story. It keeps you engaged.
Fair enough.
It's one of those movies like, you think it's over. Nope. Oh, nope. There's more issues. It throws you around. A new VHS movie, it's called VHS Halloween, is now out on Shudder, which is kind of crazy because VHS is one of those movies that you have to know to be part of that community. I think I only watched the first one, and that was during COVID, and I don't remember a single thing about it.
What is VHS?
It's like a found footage movie.
Okay.
Just look it up.
I got you.
I say look it up, watch it sometime. Who knows?
Also, some of these songs by Benny Blanco, I know.
Huh?
Some of these songs produced by Benny Blanco, I know these.
Yeah, I was about to say, those are the songs that you would know. This Too Shall Pass is coming out October 24th, a.k.a. looks like a updated version of Breakfast Club.
Oh.
So if that comes out and I'm still in movies at that time, might watch it and talk about it. Who knows? It looks good though. If it's good enough to talk about, I'll bring it to the show. Kojima announced a new horror game. It is called OD. I don't know if you see the trailer yet, but it looks pretty good.
I have not.
Looks pretty good. I'll have to show you sometime.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Derry's Show trailer came out and will come out on October 26th. So I'm excited to see that because it's a prequel to the It series. Return to Silent Hill movie poster was revealed and rumored to come out January 23rd, 2026. Bill Nye got his own star on Hollywood Walk of Fame finally.
It's about time. He deserves that.
It's about time. Jimmy Kimmel has finally returned. Tom Holland suffered head injury on the set of the new Spider-Man movie set and has now recovered. And then Rocky Horror Picture Show has returned to theaters for its 50th anniversary.
What is it?
You've never seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I don't think so.
It has Tim Curry in it.
Ringing no.
Go watch it sometime. Especially if it with it being Halloween, it's a quote classic Halloween movie. Just a heads up, it is very sexual.
Okay.
If that helps.
Is it going to be in your what you post after the show on your website? Is all this going to be on there?
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, I cool. Put all of these notes on my website, so if you ever want to look at them, it'll be there.
I'll be able to look at them later.
Say I'll probably have them up by the time I get back around 1-ish.
Okay.
Well, it should be up latest by 1 a.m.
Okay.
So, are you ready for the theories?
Yes.
Or do you want to take a mini break?
Give me a theory.
Give you a theory?
I'm getting a little eepy. So give me a theory.
Give you a theory? Okay, this is the one that I switched around because I think you would like it the most. So, starting with this first, I'll start you with the question to help bring this theory to life to you. So, you know how we are first introduced to Remmick, the first vampire that you see?
Yes.
Walk me through that scene that you remember real quick.
He runs up to the house. They're looking for me. Met by two guns. Yeah, come on in. Then a bunch of guys come up. Lady opens the door, pointing gun at him. Don't let him into your home. Ah. Okay, go away. Shoo. Closes the door. Goes back into the house trying to find her husband and the guy. And hubby's on the floor like, ah.
I love your representation of the scene. All right, so you know the guys on the horses, right?
Yes.
So those people are called the Choctaw tribe.
Choctaw.
So why is he being hunted by them? Well, this tribe is trained for fighting the dead, obviously. When we first see Remmick, he is terrified of the hunters more than he is dying from the sun. Like, he's currently burning alive.
He is smoking.
Like, he is on fire.
House. Yeah.
Which shows us that the tribe figured out how to track them even in daylight rather than just nighttime.
Right.
Since the sun was going down, and at night, vampires usually gain their strength.
Right.
Because, they have nothing that's going to take damage to them other than other people that know how to defeat them.
Silver, holy water, stake to the heart, garlic.
Garlic was a big point of the film, yes. Which is kind of surprising because I think the garlic scene was more exaggerated than showing them the death of the stakes.
Yeah.
Which is very surprising.
Yeah.
Because one thing I did like about this movie was that the crucifix did not work in the movie, which I thought was really interesting. We see that, obviously, he gains more powers. He's healed back up at night. The tribe knows that they have, since they're hunting for these vampires, they have to have signals to let each other know that, hey, it's time to go, or crap, we got to do this instead, right?
Right.
So, obviously, they're very well trained, very well knowledgeable about this stuff.
Yeah.
And they have a protocol for the sun going down, obviously, because they signal each other that, hey, it's time to go.
Right.
Moving on to another reason that could be a possibility is that Remmick exploited the Choctaw leader.
Oh.
So that is another reason is that Remmick exploited him, and which shows that he previously has encountered someone from the tribe, obviously, which shows that he met someone that he had the same spiritual gifts like Sammy.
Okay.
So this is not like the first time. Clearly, you can totally tell that it isn't his first time because of how he acts and talks and moves his body as well. Like, obviously, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
In the movie, Remmick is attracted to Sammy's musical talent, specifically the ability to use the music to connect with the spirits across time and space, which is what we see in that sequence that I showed you.
Yeah.
Since you fell asleep. So that scene is technically happening because of Sammy and his talent.
Right. Okay.
Which is why in the movie they're very, like, especially his dad, very against the blues because they know that he's talented. They've had stuff like this happen in the past. Like, they don't want this to happen again because it opens. It's like the Ouija board. It opens the door for all everything, just
right.
everything. So that's the fear. And then, like I said, it shows that it's not his first time coming across to something like this. Another thing is moves on to something that Choctaw are the protectors against cultural appropriation and spiritual exploitation, aka different religions and spiritual beliefs. Mm-hmm. So they are trying to stop him from corrupting sacred traditions and spiritual practices. Especially, you see them, especially Sammy, because technically blues in the movie is like a spiritual religion and as a ritual of some sort. Because think about it, whenever it comes to rituals, there's a group of people, they're celebrating, they're all singing, dancing, whatever.
Yeah. There's
a speech of some kind. It's usually a gathering.
Yeah.
A huge gathering that's happening. That's usually what a spiritual is. Or, not spiritual, you know what I mean. Ritual. Thank you. I kept saying spiritual, even though it's right there. Remmick doesn't care for Sammy's powers, and he knows what it does, but he wants it for himself. He's very greedy.
Yeah.
He's very selfish.
No, that's the greed, man.
Exactly. He wants it to destroy others and traditions and practices to spread his own spiritual practices, which dives. There is I don't remember if I talked about it actually. I don't know if I did, but there's so many different types of religions shown in the movie. One is vampires. One is hoodoo, which is Smoke's wife, girlfriend. Either way, her religion. Considering she gave him a necklace to keep him safe, it's that religion. Yeah. I said vampire, hoodoo. Christianity is one. The blues is one. Choctaw is another one. And I think that's it. So there's like 4 or 5, maybe more religions, spiritual beliefs is out there in the movie, which is really cool to think about.
Yeah.
This one kind of dives a little bit more into the history of the Choctaw. The inverted Irish Choctaw historical bond, it references a lot of, this stuff in the movie to add dramatic need and dramatic push for the whole film.
Yeah.
1847, the height of the Irish potato famine, the Choctaw Nation was dealing with being forced relocated on Trail of Tears, and they raised funds for the aid of starvation Irish families. And this act of generosity created a lasting bond between the Irish and the Choctaw themselves.
Yeah.
And then Remmick joined the Choctaw, then betrayed them, which would make him an enemy to them, which would make sense if this was also an issue. Like, these are all the possibilities on why the Choctaw would be, chasing after him.
Right.
And we'll talk about on which one you believe is more of a realistic standpoint in the movie.
Yeah.
How Remmick got in is that he exploited the solidarity to gain trust of the Choctaw and then talked his way into appealing them, and it's just a lot of, what's the word? You do this for me and I won't kill you type of thing.
Bargaining?
Yes and no. Kind of like some sort of a deal like that. And then he just went from, okay, like it's like a betrayal, you know?
Backstab.
Yeah, backstab pretty much. So that means he manipulated the historical bond of solidarity for his own predatory purposes. And then he uses that same manipulation against their own common enemy, as in he tries to convince everyone at that juke to join his own spiritual beliefs, even though he's against spreading beliefs.
Right.
Which is very weird. Like, why are you doing that, you hypocrite?
Yeah.
And then there's another one is just saying that Choctaw is just trying to keep an eye on spiritual balance, on keeping everyone happy.
Mm-hmm.
So
I can see that.
Which one do you believe would be the more realistic standpoint on why the Choctaw is trying to hunt down Remmick?
I think he infiltrated their camp, got their leader's trust, and he just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely one. It's just crazy how wide of a direction this video was, but it was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
All the theories that I was able to find really went into the history of it. I'm like, where'd you get that from? But you know what? That makes sense. It was really cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
There is a breakdown that I have of the whole movie. Either way, it just shows this. I would just go into the short explanation of it. Sammy was offered, multiple times to join the vampire beliefs.
Yeah.
And he realizes that the vampire is all greedy, even though in the vampire religion, he's told, oh, it's going to be freedom. You have nothing to worry about. But he realizes how terrible everyone actually really becomes once they join that.
Right.
And he doesn't want to see that anymore. That's why he's like, I'll just let myself pass away.
Yeah. I've seen enough of this world.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
And all he wants is to show the world his talent. That's all he wants.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about it. So that's just a short and sweet version of that. Just explanation of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And then I will read this. This is also another explanation, shortened version of it. The whole movie demonstrates that everyone wants to choose their own path, which is true.
Yeah.
All the path, usually in the film, it goes into each character's past and how they are represented as each character, and depending on how they were raised will determine on if they actually choose their path or went against it. So I went to Smoke and Stack, how their dad wasn't really a great person, so they followed in his footsteps. Mm-hmm. And while compared to Sammy, his dad had his own career ahead of him planned for Sammy, and he's doing that just to protect him, while Sammy just wanted to do his own thing and went against it. And he realized what happened when he didn't follow along, but since then he's been really careful about it. So I think that's a really fun way to think about what the movie is. Mm-hmm. So I think that's really cool, but that's just me.
Yeah, I would agree.
You have anything you would like to say? Oh, so you would like to add, I should say, to either of those things or anything else you would like to bring up before you leave?
I don't think I got anything else.
So you look tired now.
Yeah.
Did I throw too much at you?
No, I've just been on a steady decline, and that coffee prolonged it. But now I'm.
You're ready to go home and go to bed.
I'm ready to go to bed for work tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you would like to promote or share before you leave and before we go on the break?
No, I don't have anything going on.
I don't have anything going on now.
No,
surprising. This is surprising for Shank.
I know. Normally I'm either promoting something for my old high school clubs that have events, but nothing's going on for that. Or, in the past weeks I was promoting the DVG's Oktoberfest, but that already happened. It was a great turnout.
I'm glad. Oh, yeah, talking about that, this man over here convinced me to dance. Well, he more so dragged me onto the dance floor and dance with his own person and convinced me to dance out there, which was not my ideal situation that I wanted to be in that night.
So you're coming back Wednesday, right?
Totally. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. I'll let you know.
All right. We'd all love to have you back.
I will see what I'm doing, considering this week we have to write the report. Tomorrow night I'm going to another meeting and having to talk to someone else about that. Probably should have sent over a DM to them, but, I'll just be like, hey, are you okay if we do an interview after the meeting? See what they say. But either way, it doesn't bother me if I need to do a different place or something if I have to.
Chloe might hit you if she sees you again now that you're saying that Sinners is a musical.
I'm on her least favorite person now just because I said it is a musical.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some research just to prove that I'm right. Actually,
we will both be doing our research to prove you wrong.
I'm right, though.
You're not.
I am right.
You're not. Buddy, no.
Yes.
No. No. I refuse to believe it.
I want to see a 5-page essay explaining why it's not a musical.
I'll give you 6 pages.
I'll believe it when I see it.
All right.
And it can't just be copy and paste like in The Shining.
I haven't seen The Shining. We just talked about this.
So don't worry about it.
All right.
Don't copy and paste your words or no extras. It's 6-page single space. 12 font times New Roman.
Oh. You did great at dancing is what Chloe says.
I did not.
And April would love to have a new dance partner.
Yeah, about that. I'm not feeling kind of April. I'm feeling kind of October. I'm sorry.
That was corny.
I know, right?
That was very corny.
I'm just funny. What can I say?
Funny looking.
That is true. That is very true.
No. I'm just messing with you.
Any last words before you take the agreement and saying it's a musical?
It's not a musical. I will take that to the grave with me. And I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and I will see you 10 p.m. next week.
Yes, see you guys. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show. I'll see you guys in 10 minutes. So let's just say it's 11:10. I'll see you guys back on at 11:20. I'll be continuing the amazing soundtrack of Sinners. This is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Enjoy the amazing soundtrack. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative, and this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, and we're going to be continuing to talk about Sinners. Sorry that James isn't here for the last hour of the night, but that is okay. We are going to be continuing, or more so, starting to talk about the fun facts of Sinners. I hope you guys are excited to hear about some of the fun facts and Easter eggs throughout this whole movie. So this movie was shot on a 65mm IMAX and Ultra Panavision 70. So if you guys do not know that throughout this movie, you see the aspect ratio change constantly. And the reason for that is he would choose different types of millimeter, especially the aspect ratio, to show action happening. And more so, whenever something is more sentimental, it'd be tight, or whenever it was very small ratio, it would put a lot of stress onto the people, and then whenever it was wide, it would show a lot of other things going on. It would broaden up our experiences. So an example, whenever it's very sentimental, as in the group is together, it's very quiet, it is very tight, and then once the action picks up, the aspect ratio widens open, like, oh crap, this stuff is about to go down. So that's why the aspect ratio changes, because of these two different types of films sizes, specifically 65mm IMAX and Ultra Panavision 70. Easter egg of in church there are 3 crosses that are shown, which symbolizes that Jesus either died at the age of 33 or the Holy Trinity, as in the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. I feel like the second one would make more sense, but also it would be fun to symbolize that Jesus died at 33. The guitar that Sammy uses is the same guitar that the composer Ludwig Göransson uses to make the soundtrack of this movie, which is really cool, but sad to say I couldn't use half the soundtrack. I'm glad I was able to use some of this, but a lot of inspiration songs that were into this movie and recorded by Ludwig Göransson I couldn't use, sadly. So you can blame ASCAP repertory for that. Sadly, I tried all different ways to be able to edit the playlist, and I couldn't. So that's a sad part of the time. But it's okay. I'm glad we still got some very beautiful music from the soundtrack, and I was able to find some very related music to the theme of Sinners as best as I could. Smoke stabs the snake, which foreshadows that the killing and stabbing of Remmick at the end of this movie just foreshadows that he's going to kill Remmick. So it's just a foreshadow of that. The eye effect was already mentioned before. The eye effect you see from the vampires is done by a lot of practical effects, but based on thing that animals have, which is called tapetum lucidum. It's a reflective layer behind the retina that acts as a mirror bouncing light back. And it's a contact lens, which is really cool. I really want to have my own contacts and just scare. I would love to have, because I have blue eyes, I would love to have blue ones. Imagine how scary that would be at night. I would just be walking, I'd turn my head, and it would be awesome. I would love that. Percy Bell was Michael B. Jordan's stunt double. That was the conversation that James and I had at the beginning, where Michael B. Jordan was both Smoke and Stack. There was a lot of scenes where they had to be on together, and it was not possible to be like both people at the same time. That looks good. It'd just be too complicated and too wasted time. So they had a stunt double, and they just recorded the face of Michael B. Jordan and put it on the face of his stunt double, which is really interesting. Candyman. This movie has a Candyman reference. You're probably wondering how. Well, the reference is by the credit scene, the post-credit scene of Stack and Mary visiting Sammy when he was older, and the date of that concert, and day specifically when they visited, was October 16th, 1992. And you're wondering, okay, still, what is this date? Why is this date important? Well, that's when Candyman came out, was in October 16th, 1992. And I don't know if you guys like this movie or not, but I love the original Candyman. It is so good. I like it. I would love to talk about it on a live show. It'd be great if I could. Who knows where this could go? I'd love to talk about it. The jukebox era blues sequence was all a one shot, and that was already mentioned before, but that whole thing was a one shot. Like, it's just such a beautiful sequence. Lars Ulrich is the drummer and a founding member of the American heavy metal band Metallica. Sorry, it was not Leonard Skinner. Sorry, James, for lying to you. I don't know if you're listening or if you listen to this later, or anyone that's listening. I am sorry, I lied. But he's the drummer for Metallica. I feel so bad, but it makes sense now. I don't know where I got Leonard Skinner and Metallica backwards. I am so sorry. He helped with the drums in the soundtrack, which is really impressive, honestly. You don't really hear a lot of metal bands interacting with movies as much anymore. The secret name for the movie before the project was announced called Grilled Cheese. Why, you may ask? But that's just because everyone's familiar with it and is quick to make and delicious, which the movie is supposed to be easy to consume by anyone and leaves behind a deep impact for the viewers. And that sure does do that. This movie sure does do that. And I love this movie. And I was going to do grilled cheese for dinner with James and I, but when he came over, he already had dinner. And I didn't want to make grilled cheese for myself because I already had leftovers for food. So I just felt like making just the leftovers itself. So I was going to make grilled cheese considering that was the fact. And who doesn't like grilled cheese? Grilled cheese is amazing. But I've been trying to do more interactive shows either before or after or during the show. So I don't know if you guys remember, but before the show, for Call of Duty Ghost, we had eye makeup and I made the mask to make it more fun, interactive before and during the show. It's just fun. And like with Everything Everywhere All at Once, I brought a bagel because the movie's about a bagel. So bringing bagel as a snack is just something fun. So I thought about making grilled cheese for dinner today, and not many people showed up because they were either busy or just things pop up. Life is life. I understand. Like I said, another inspiration of the vampire eyes was inspired by Death, the antagonist in Puss in Boots, which is interesting to think about, like why they just, wow, I like that. Let's do that. It's so awesome. I love that. I have yet to see that movie specifically. I heard it's good. I heard the new Puss in Boots is really good. I have to give it a watch. Because it's in the same comic book style as in Spider-Man, the Spider-Verse films. And I love that style. So that's just me. I like that style of animated movies. I don't know if there's old style animated movies like that. If so, gosh, please DM me, send me those movies. Gosh, I would love to find them and watch them. But yeah, I'm going to take another break. This was already 10 minutes itself, and that's okay. I'll come back with talking about all the kills in the movie and behind the scenes, and then we'll take another break and come back on and say our final moments type stuff. All right, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. I'll see you guys back on at 11:40, and I'll see you guys soon. Listen to the amazing soundtrack of Sinners. I'll be back on at 11:40. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative, and we are back to continue to talk about Sinners. And we are going to be finishing our segment and ending for the night with the kills and behind the scenes. So starting with the kills, I'm going to let you guys think for a second. We're going to give a drum roll, 121 deaths in this movie, which gives us one kill every 1 minute and 8 seconds, which is crazy to think about. But watching this movie, there is a lot of deaths, period. There's there is a video breaking down each kill. It's not James A. Janice. It's not Dead Meat this time. But he hasn't done this one. So if you guys really want James A. Janice to do a kill count on this movie, make sure you tag him in all of his posts to do Sinners. And just look up Sinners movie on Instagram. Go to Sinners post and tag Dead Meat, and then go to Dead Meat and tag him to do Sinners. He needs to do Sinners, which will be great if we get him to do a Sinners kill count. But yeah, the total is 121 deaths with one kill every 1 minute and 8 seconds, according to this video. Again, all this information will be on my WordPress page. If you just look up AJ Remmick Plexi Film Show WordPress, you'll be able to find it. I promise you that. And the notes will be up latest as of 1 a.m. I usually try to do it as fast as I can once I get out of this room because it's really warm in here, and it's just easier if I did it at my own house. So I usually do it right after each show as quick as I can. We're going to be going on and talking about the behind the scenes. So Michael Fontaine made the prosthetics for this movie and makes molds. And if it gets approved, they would ship out those molds and send it out to the shooting location, which is interesting, but makes sense because there's a lot of prosthetics and facial makeup that they have to do, and it's just hard to keep track of it. So they would have files on files on files of each of these prosthetics and makeup files just to make sure everything's, consistent. Consistency is key. So they made sure the continuity was perfect. So they would have files and files and files, and they would do research on how each injury would look at. They would look at animal injuries to figure out how their body would react to certain injuries and certain parts of their body, which is really interesting. When making the wounds, they would make it realistic and make it balanced. They would look at how it is done by looking at animal attacks. That is just straight up what I just said. The blood and the makeup help bond each and everyone on the cast and crew. You're probably wondering how. Well, when I was watching this behind the scenes video, it goes into blood makeup, how even the crew would put on makeup just so they would know how the cast is going through this. And it would help them be engaged and just helps them put into the zone of this movie. It would help cheer them up as much as it would for the cast. It just helps them get them motivated. It's really awesome that they do that. And not only sometimes they would just put it on their own body as a tester to see if this thing's working or how they want it. They would rather test it on themselves to make sure it works or looks good. And talking about that, the blood would dry up a lot, like very quickly, especially with spotlights on you. That would dry up really quickly. And they would constantly have to reapply blood on to each character consistently, especially with Cornbread, his gashed face, constant makeup, and same with Michael B. Jordan. They would have to constantly put blood onto him to show that there was blood that just dripped on him. So it makes sense. Let's see here. Remmick's final makeup help show up how... So what happened is when they were designing the makeup for Remmick's final scene, they would do it by layers with that gash on his face to show how he went from human to slowly turning to something demonic, as in that vampiric look, to show how powerful he was getting over time and time, and how he just stopped trying to stay in that human formation. It's just incredible on how much they tried to put into thought of this character. It's beautiful. I don't even know how to describe it. It's beautiful. The vampire eye look, we already said, was helped by contact lens of Christina Patterson, and it was perfect timing because she was perfecting that at the time and the ability of making that tapetum lucidum effect work. So I'm glad they got that to work. Cornbread was shot and had a bite injury on his face. But the prosthetic that he was wearing specifically for that was nowhere sitting on his face where it would be. So the mouth that you saw in the film would not be sitting where his mouth would be in real, like his actual mouth would be. It's like he had to breathe through like really thin straw or a really tight area to breathe. And he would say, I think he mentioned he also like was barely able to breathe, and he would have to figure out. It was kind of like the Jim Carrey method, but not to the extent where he had to learn how to just breathe with all that facial makeup on. And whenever it came to the vampires burning alive or being killed, which is usually burning, they would burn rubber, plastic, and clothes and hair to add the extra natural burn effect and glue it to their body. It's really interesting. If you guys want to look at this video again, just look at my WordPress website. I have it at the bottom where it says resources. It is interesting, or you could just easily look it up. Just Centers Behind the Scenes. It is out there. You can do that with any movie now. Back then, you would just have to watch it on a DVD in the special features. Now you can find it in either places. Sometimes DVDs now, if you have special features, they won't have that special features out online as easy access as it is on a DVD. So sometimes physical media is better than finding behind the scenes on in the digital world. That's just me, though. All right, I'm going to read a show promo for JJ. His show is titled Vibin with JJ. He talks about everything regarding the football and basketball, and it's on Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you guys are interested, you could easily find a show on. You should be able. Yeah, his show is from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Wednesday. Make sure you check him out. Great guy. He loves what he's doing. I'm glad he finally got a show. Keep an eye out on his show this upcoming week. I promise you won't be disappointed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm going to be ending it a little bit early tonight. I don't have much else to talk about. I don't have any more information. I am very thankful for you guys for coming along with me in this journey. I would not know where to be without you guys. I'm on episode 36. We are only 4 away to episode 40, and we're going on to TV shows again. And it's okay if we go to TV shows earlier than usual. I'm glad I'm trying to stay consistent. I'm glad I started early. It keeps me going. This show keeps me going. I love this show so much. You guys have no idea how much time and effort I put into each show because of how much I love doing this. I love sharing you guys this information. I love talking to people. Every Sunday, this is my new Sunday routine since I started. I don't work. I make sure I don't have anything going on for Sundays besides for this show. I want to also try to start doing screenings for my weekly shows if I can. Screenings are harder to do. Usually I do it by myself because it's easier. I can just put it on whenever, before bed, before I watch before I even talk about the show. But I usually try to watch it a good amount in advance so I can still do research in that time. So like last night, I did watch Sinners at 11, ended around 2, 3 a.m. because, I ordered pizza for my peeps that did come and show up. So we, of course, took a break for that. But yeah, I'm glad I got to do that. I want to try to do more screenings for upcoming movies that I would talk about in the show. If you guys have any recommendations of movies that I should talk about, or TV shows or games, please send them to me, DM them on Instagram. That's probably the easiest way you can send me information, or send them in the submissions box on my website. Either or is fine. Just feel free to give me your ideas. I love when people give me ideas. So yeah, I appreciate you guys all so much. Next week I'm thinking between 28 Days Later and Candyman as of right now. So it's between those two as of right now. I'm trying to see which one people really want to talk about. I'm trying to get as many people as I can to come onto the show. Trying to meet and bring new people onto the show, and especially old ones, obviously. But I usually try to go for a movie or a TV show, a game that people want to hear or talk about. Sorry for me rambling on too much. But yeah, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Please stay safe out there. This is a cruel world we're living in, and the best you've ever lived in at the same time. But yeah, I love you guys so much. I enjoy the rest of the amazing soundtrack of Sinners I got for you guys. But yeah, this is AJ with the Plexi Film Show, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Only alternative. Yeah. We are just that awesome. All right. This is AJ, WXUT 88.3, Toledo's only alternative. Enjoy.